you're not doing it. We up in this thing one more time. She about to go on stage again. So you know I had to come up in this bitch. Got my drink. I got my drink. Get my two-step.
I got my drink in my cup. Everything you say, I bet you somebody will come up with a different song.
Yeah, I'm more cast. Drink in my two-step.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Heal the world, and that's how it goes. I am going to deliver a message about manifestation this evening. And I've been going back and forth. Backstory. Only one backstory. I've been going back and forth how I'm going to deliver this. And I decided to let you guys know that I booked my first client today.
Yeah!
Now, because I want to talk about manifestation, and my husband was like, you know what? I'm going to believe it when you make some money. Babe, I booked my first client today. And yes. The thing is, in this world of manifestation, you have to understand that the one thing that is holding you back is you. And I know that's the most obvious answer, but I want everybody in the building right now to think of what their wildest dream is for themselves in this lifetime. Their wildest accomplishment for themselves in this lifetime. I want you to picture that. Y'all got it? I'm assuming you do. All right, now I want you to hold that vision, and I'm going to tell you about manifestation, because something that I realized and I recently held on to is it's not what your consciousness is paying attention to, it's what your subconscious is paying attention to. You could be listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth right now, but what is your mind saying? What is playing on repeat in your head? I was talking to my husband yesterday, and he was saying how I could talk about what's going on in my life. I could express my frustrations. I was like, babe, you can acknowledge it. And he said, I got to acknowledge it. I was like, there's a difference between acknowledging, i.e., let the thought pass. And then there's a difference between the locomotive, where when the thought comes up, and then you add another car to it, and you add another car to it, and now you're seeping in this energy, this lower vibrational energy. So when you're wondering why you cannot manifest your hopes and your dreams, and you think God is punishing you. I wrote this book in 2013, and I happened to read the chapter about manifestation while I was sitting right there, and I was saying, God, why are you mad at me? God was never mad at me. God was never punishing me. This was never karma. This is my stinking thinking keeping me from where I'm supposed to be. My yesterday shaping my today shaping my tomorrow, and if I'm staying in the same thoughts and ideas, I'm never going to manifest what my hopes and dreams are. So I have to understand that there's no outside source that's keeping me from where I need to be. If I am not getting to where I need to be, i.e. booking my first client today, if I am not getting those wins and those successes, it is not something that I need to grind harder, do more on the outside world. It's for me to get inside of myself. And the reason why I want to deliver this message is because that is the peace. That is the piece that has been missing this entire time. I've been burning the sage. I got the ancestral altar. My husband looking at me like I'm crazy. He was like, you know, lost your mind. I'm like, babe, no, this is what they doing. This is what they doing. I'm trying to walk my own path, but I'm also trying to figure out what the people doing. You know, so I was just like, I got all these things in the outside world. I'm doing all the outside world things. But when I realize the things that are coming out of my mouth, lower vibrational words, cut that out. I'm thinking about the things that's going through my head, lower vibrational thoughts, cut that out. I'm looking at how I look at my spouse, lower vibrational behaviors, cut that out. I'm looking at how I deal with the collective consciousness, cut that out. We are not separate. We are all one. You are me and I am you. So therefore, what you put out into this world, you put back into you. So if you are trying to manifest the reality that you choose, that you pictured in your head, did you hold that reality in your head this entire time while I was talking, or did you allow your mind to wander? And then you want to wonder why you cannot manifest? It's because you cannot still your mind long enough to manifest. You cannot focus on you long enough to manifest. So if you are trying to call into you what you know that you deserve in this lifetime, get your mind. Thank you. And I would just like to say social media, as the apple turns, I am an author. I do home healing parties, and I do one-on-one sessions. As the apple turns, check me out.
Y'all, have y'all ever cried After an orgasm. I ain't talking
That's
about an
too
orgasm in a
much,
while.
man.
I have elevated my consciousness to where I felt it in my heart. My heart started exploding. When I exploded, it was
She
crazy.
said her heart exploded and she started crying.
I did. I was in the fetal position, like.
I was laughing so hard.
Dre was like, I didn't hear you crying. I was like, yeah, I was over there crying, but I had to stop myself. Like, I wanted to get into a for real cry. Like, I felt it so much in my heart. Like, when you move into your heart chakra, for me, I don't know what everybody else's experience, so I don't want to say this is going to be your experience. But since I have opened my heart, like, I feel everything. So when and it was like the most powerful, in my life. Like, it was just like, and I knew when it was coming. I was like, when this baby comes, it's going to be colossal. And man, when that thing hit, it was amazing. And I started crying. I just want to know, have any of y'all ever cried?
I ain't never cried.
After an orgasm? Well, you ain't had. You need to elevate your consciousness.
My stomach cramped up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a strong
Spasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10:01.
You ready?
I'm with your spasm, but what I want to say is, you ain't old until you cry. All right, y'all. I just had a revelation. Because everything is a classroom and I can teach from anything. I'm sitting in this chair and it's leaning halfway off of the situation. Let me see if I can show you. See, that's a dip back there. Anyway, so this chair is sitting halfway off the situation. When Dre tells me to come outside, I just come outside. I just came off the stage. You know, like I'm Chris Breezy. I just got off the stage. You know.
You is not Chris Breezy.
You know.
You're not Chris Breezy, baby.
Why are you trying to mess with my
But
manifestation?
then go ahead, go.
I am Chris Brown.
Okay.
The fuck? Anyway, no, so I'm sitting in this chair and it's halfway off of this thing, so it's leaning. So I'm literally, I can demonstrate. See, there it go. You see, so it's rocking like that, and I'm like balancing over here. I may be high, but anyway, so I'm balancing over here, and here's the revelation, y'all. I sat down in this chair, and I'm balancing. And it's like I have accepted brokenness in my life. And at no point did I look down and say, why is the chair wobbly? I just accepted. I sat in a wobbly chair and I sat here and ate all his food up because I'm very hungry. Well, yeah, I'm still hungry. And so, pay attention to if you are, I don't like their price point. Pay attention to if you are accepting brokenness in your life. And what's the man's name? Andre. I went through every name in the book. Andre said, and there's no cushion. So he's like, not only are you sitting in brokenness, but you're sitting in uncomfortable brokenness and you're accepting it. So pay attention to that. And we learned that from this wobbly chair, that when I actually stopped, stood up and looked and paid attention to my life, I realized it's not an impasse. It's not something so serious that it was a broken chair. It simply was a chair that was off kilter, and if I would have just stopped and paid attention and just picked it up and put it where it belonged, everything was fixed. That's my manifestation lesson right there.
Gotcha.
I just ate that too. I'm just eating tonight. I'm eating his food. I'm eating messages. I'm just eating tonight. Because it was good. It was the best goddamn. I know, we need to go eat. Let's go eat.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't taking my sons either.
Yeah, you told me how to do this, so.
No, I told you could have my sons when I wasn't raising them, but now that I'm actually actively being an active parent, I raised the fuck out of those boys. Don't do me. Don't do me. He said,
Get my boys.
no, we got to do 50-50. You're not taking my sons.
You said that I could have them.
That was past tense.
Oh, no,
you
I
would
hold you to that.
No, but you wouldn't have divorced me at the time when we were just saying, you can have your sons. I came in with 2, I'm leaving with 2. Jokey. At that time, we weren't considering divorce. But now that you're telling me that you actually considered divorce, then, the Lonnie that you're divorcing now is taking her sons. We can do 50.